The last thing I remembered was the clock striking midnight on New Year's Eve. Then I woke up in my bed, fully dressed, my mouth tasting like copper. My phone showed January 1st, but the year was wrong. 365 days had vanished, asterisk. On my nightstand sat a single Polaroid photo, still developing. As the image faded in, I saw myself standing in an empty room, eyes wide with terror. Scrawled on the bottom in my own handwriting. Don't ask what happened. They'll know. Asterisk. The streets were deserted. Not abandoned, just empty, like everyone had stepped away mid-motion. Cars idled at intersections, radios still playing. A coffee cup sat steaming on a park bench. My reflection in a store window was wrong. It moved a second too late. When I touched the glass, it stayed dry, even though it was raining. Then I saw the first note taped to a lamppost. They took the sound first, asterisk. As I read it, the distant church bells stopped mid-toll. Silence swallowed the world whole. It stood at the end of my street where no house should be, a perfect cube of gray concrete, windowless, seamless. The security camera above the non-existent entrance followed me as I circled it. When I touched the wall, the concrete gave slightly, like skin over a slow heartbeat. My phone buzzed with a video file titled, "Yesterday." The footage showed me walking up to the house. From the inside looking out, asterisk. At the end, something whispered just beyond the frame. "You're still in here with us." Asterisk. The Polaroids kept appearing in my pockets. Each showed a scene from my missing year, me at work, me sleeping, me screaming soundlessly at something off camera. The last one was different. A photo of my childhood bedroom. Except I was there, asterisk. 7-year-old me sat on the bed, staring at the camera with black, pupil-less eyes. An adult hand rested on his shoulder, asterisk my hand asterisk, recognizable by the scar across my knuckles. The back read, "We've always been together." Asterisk. When I flipped it over again, the child was gone. Only the imprint of small fingers remained on the bedspread. The silence wasn't empty. If I held my breath, I could hear them, shuffling footsteps always 3 paces behind me, wet breathing just below the range of human hearing. My voice recorder picked up what my ears couldn't. First, my own whispered pleas. Then something mimicking them perfectly. Finally, a new sound, like a tape being rewound inside a throat. I woke last night to find the recorder in my hand, red light on. It had recorded 6 hours of perfect silence. While I slept with my eyes open, asterisk. The house had a door now. It stood ajar, revealing a dark hallway lined with mirrors. At the far end, a figure waited, my exact height, my exact posture. As I stepped inside, the door sealed shut behind me. The mirrors reflected nothing. The figure turned. Its face was smooth, featureless. Until it smiled. Then the screaming started. But it wasn't coming from me, asterisk. It was coming from the walls. From the floor. From the empty space where my reflection should have been. And worst of all, it sounded exactly like me, asterisk. They found my phone in the middle of the road, still recording. The last entry is just rustling fabric and quick, panicked breaths. Then my voice, calm and clear, whispering. "Shoo, we're almost done." Asterisk. A wet crunch. Silence. And finally, the sound of something dragging itself across pavement. Toward the listener, asterisk. Would you like me to expand on any particular section? I can make it much worse.